This episode of Speakers of Hydaelyn is made possible by our generous patrons, like Chris, Clinway, Metalligo Phaleon, Ariel, CeeLo Redwind, Courtney, Dimos, Sprocket, Christoph Haas, Centra, Casey Schaefer, Bobby Forbridge, and Omeji Cat Comet. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/SpeakersXIV.
This is Speakers of Hydaelyn.
Hello Eorzeans, welcome to Speakers of Hydaelyn episode 70. I'm Lukiel Bravestone, and I am joined today by Yaspot and Myla Vanadar. I'm not gonna... Hello. I'm not gonna... Hi. I'm not gonna comment on that failed intro there. Today we're going to talk...
What are you talking about?
I mean, this is one of the best podcasts out there. We're professional.
Exactly.
In today's episode, we are going to talk about patch 4.15, which brought with it Rival Wings and Perform. So we're going to discuss that today. Also, quickly going to discuss the fact that 14 won an award. We'll get to that when we get there. And Dragonquest! The Dragonquest event returns to Eorzea. So we're going to discuss... Yes. Why does it say where is Louis? Oh.
What?
Louis Suave.
Please just read the duty list there at the bottom under the Dragonquest event returns to Eorzea, and you will see. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Did you do that?
I think it's just Lukiel that forgot to edit out or like change the bottom text there to match that topic. Nah, that's you'll know what it means when we get to that part of the show.
Yeah.
Channel updates. Literally no channel updates. There's no Remnants of a Realm episode this week. It's because I've started working on Secrets of a Realm, and and it's taking a while because I needed like another character. I had to level one. So I've leveled. Eventually I had to buy. I bought a jump potion for him because I needed so it's that's why I just needed time to level an alt and get him through. And I realized when I did that, when you buy a jump potion, it's so weird doing the story. Because I still had to do the story because I bought the level jump potion, so I still had to
do it backwards, man. The leveling's way easier than the story.
But it's very easy to get through the main story though when you're level 60 and you get like the gear. I think the gear you get brings you up to like item level 260 something, I think, or 80. Can't remember. You get the Shire gear.
I would rather do 100 Aurum Veils than go through a Realm Reborn's.
Yeah, though on that character I don't need to get very far. I just need to.
Okay, good. That's good.
I've unlocked the city states. That's the most important part. So, Secrets of a Realm expected to come out next week. I don't want to say which dungeon we're going to explore in that one, mostly because I'm torn between two. We're going to Thanalon though, so that's spoiler. In a quick news update, Mog Station is going down tomorrow. There's maintenance. Are we getting new stuff? Are we getting the carbuncle thing?
I think so.
Oh no.
It's probably going to be fucking expensive.
Exactly.
It's going to be like 30 euros.
Depends if it's account wide or not, right?
Yeah. Oh,
it has to be.
It has to be, yeah.
Well,
surely.
Oh, just put it in the game.
Yeah, I wish they did that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It looks so good. I've seen like the one gif of the mount. I never wanted a mount. That's the mount I'm just going to buy, even if it's. I mean, I usually don't buy stuff off the Mog Station, but my God, Square Enix, fuck you! I'm gonna have to buy it because
you know how I feel about the Corpicure.
Yeah,
this is exactly how I feel about the Corpicure.
But at least that one you can get from the place.
Winning the lottery.
Yeah. Carbuncle is probably New Year's, Year of the Dog. Carbuncle isn't a dog.
No.
I love how that was just shot down immediately.
Unless it's just like a little.
What is Carbuncle?
It's like a little horn dog, little horn goat dog.
And then just
You know?
like a mathematical equation.
Do you
Isn't
actually
that-
know what a carbuncle is? They're terrifying. in real
Don't
life.
Google Carbuncle,
Yeah,
by the
don't
way.
Google carbuncle.
True. You don't want to see what a real carbuncle. Well, I say
No.
real carbuncle, but they're whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just don't.
Now,
terrifying.
because we're not telling them what a Carbuncle is, some people
So we're
are
basically
going to.
just exactly.
Well,
so,
I mean, don't tell us that we didn't warn you.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's. Has anyone done anything of interest in 14 this week other than Rival Wings?
No.
And no, exactly. No,
I've done wrong things.
yeah.
Nope.
No, I haven't done anything. I haven't done.
Yeah.
I've leveled this stupid alt of mine. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's talk about patch 4.15.
Best patch ever.
And we're gonna save Rival Wings to last because I know
Oh,
this is gonna be a fiery discussion. Let's talk about Perform. So this was this is like the cutest thing I think Square Enix is just cute. Because they implement. I mean, you had to accept some extra terms of service for using Perform, and they've been very adamant that please don't play any third-party music.
it took about 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean the internet is full of it now.
The first thing I saw, like 20 minutes after the patch went live, was somebody playing Druid Sandstorm.
Yeah,
Like instantly.
yeah. It backfired. It's like Square Enix is like they don't know how the internet works. At least not in the. I don't know if this is as prevalent in Japan.
See, I was going to say that because there was a Japanese Twitter account that actually posted pretty much, I think, exactly what they wanted them to post.
Right.
Which was, I think, did you see it? The one where the guy's playing piano with the character
Yeah.
and he plays the Kugane theme, and it's fucking awesome.
It is amazing. Yeah.
Fantastic. And yeah, it's like, that's probably exactly what they wanted. So maybe the Japanese are actually willing to do that.
I mean, I still highly doubt that they're that like polite. Like if someone gives you an instrument and they say this is an instrument, you can play 3 songs on this, none of the other songs you know, and then he leaves and you're stuck there with that instrument, are you just gonna play those 3 songs? No. You're going to start playing Smash Mouth and fucking like Darude Sandstorm. That's gonna happen. And the cute part, I mean, is when they posted that update with that one third-party song they had licensed that you were allowed to use, which was the Dad of Light
song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so cute. But yeah, that didn't work.
I don't think that was ever the intention, though.
No, they're
be
just
entirely
covering their
honest.
asses.
Yeah. They're just going, you can't blame us. We told them not to.
Yeah. So the blame is on
sue
you
them.
if you get sued. Yeah. So let's talk about the system itself. Now, an important update came for this. Yoshi P, just right after it was released, a couple of days, I think, he said in an interview that this is considered beta. They just wanted to put this out there just for us to test. And then in 4.2, the full system will roll out with its own HUD. Because right now it's like a mess. If you're a bard right now, you have to like take out all your skills and put them on the hotbar, which means you have to choose, like, am I going to do content with this bard, or am I just going to stand in Limsa and play songs all day?
Yeah.
So let's talk about how the system works right now then. How do you feel? Have any of you tried it yet?
No.
Briefly, kind of.
I might have spent a few hours trying to
Yeah, I definitely didn't do that.
test stuff. The only thing I can play is the victory theme. That's the victory fanfare is all I can. It's like 3 notes. So yay, I did that. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. it doesn't seem like it's not very prone to lag, as I thought. There is, however, you can't play as fast as you'd like. There is like this tiny, you could, like, when you watch videos on YouTube of people doing covers of popular songs, you'll probably notice that it's a little bit too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Or they speed it up to counteract it.
yeah, so you have to go to YouTube and speed, and yeah. So that is one of the things they said specifically they were going to change with 4.2. So they're going to change how packets are treated and with
That's interesting, isn't it, though?
What?
Imagine if they had the global cooldown. But then imagine if they can make it work without the global cooldown.
Oh, yeah.
Could increase
that's a
cooldown.
really good point, actually, because it's got to have something on there, right?
What if this is just a cover for them to check if they can implement, like, remove the global cooldown?
It would be very interesting if they did.
I mean, that's not.
I don't think it would work because people are so used to it, though, are they?
Yeah.
But I would be happy if they did.
5.0, we're removing the global cooldown. That would have been hype.
Black mages, everything's instant cast.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
I did mess around with it a little bit. I don't know. Like, at first I was like, okay, I'll make a fourth HUD layout and do something with that. But then I realized it's still going to change my main hotbar.
Yes.
And
why don't we have an option for that?
I don't know. Yeah, you should be able to save hotbar presets.
Because I realized that too when it was too late. Because I was like, this is a new I'll just remove everything. I don't have to remember where everything is. And I just put everything with notes. And then I was going to switch back because I thought I'm going to do PvP with this one. Not PvP, Rival Wings. It doesn't matter though, because when you enter Rival Wings, you get your own PvP hotbar. Yeah. But now I can only use it for that because I'm too lazy to put all my skills back on.
I don't blame you.
Okay. Now, should probably have a mute option for Perform, shouldn't we?
You know what? Honestly, I was the one who was the most worried about it. I think.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a single person playing.
What? Are you? Well, I guess you're not around like the city states much.
No, I avoid specifically. I avoid Limsa like the plague. So
that's very wise of you because Limsa is cancer right now. It is not fun to be in Limsa. There was one guy playing. I think he was playing Answers, and it was really good. And there was this one dude just playing one note. And he was spamming the keyboard. And you could hear him from like a long... Like you could hear him all over Limsa. You could hear that fucking note going off. I wish like they should have like an option for you to like... If you blacklist them, they become silent. Their perform actions become silent or something like that. But
I think you should just have a command for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah. It's annoying, but I mean trolls will be trolls, so they just need to implement some sort of tools to deal with that.
Yeah.
So
hopefully that comes with the next
with 4.2 maybe.
Yeah, with whatever when they actually update it or not beta it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Someone was saying you can turn off other people's sound effects. But that means all of their sound effects. Yeah. So that makes for an awkward dungeon run where you only hear your own sound effects and others are like quiet. I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. That or you have to just go back every time and turn sound effects back on when you're in a dungeon. But they can still play in the dungeon.
They can still play in dungeons, yeah. I'm waiting for that to happen, to get a bard who's just playing, like, they'll run up and we're pulling and then there's just a bard over there playing a song, doing nothing.
I'm buffing the party, guys.
I just gave that idea to people, so if you get in a dungeon with me, please don't do it. I will kick you.
Oh, God. I saw a screenshot by Stage Reborn, so I think they're, like, on it right now, so I'm looking forward to that. Now that they can actually play their own music for performances. Probably going to take a long time though, because it takes fucking forever. It must take forever to... There's like is there like a wiki on Reddit, on the 14 subreddit now, where you can see all the music you can play with the notes. Like I wouldn't say. Well, yeah, it's a wiki. I think it's just called a wiki. Yeah. So if you want to look for some songs to play, you can go there. That's where I learned the victory.
Oh, people are saying you can't play in dungeons. Great. I'm very happy about that, actually.
Oh, you can't? I haven't actually tried, so... Okay, well, that's good. That's... Whew. Okay, so what do we think about the future of the system, then? Does it look promising?
I don't really care that much.
They're going to add new instruments over time. I'm guessing already with 4.2, because they said they wanted it as fast as possible, so it would make sense for them to add a new instrument with 4.2 when they sort of pull the system out of beta.
I mean, it's fine.
I don't see the point with it, but hey, it's nice fluff, I guess. It's, yeah, there's no point in it, but it's fun, I guess. It's just like emotes. There's no point in the emotes either, but still, nice to have.
I think for the most part, it's going to be, like, I don't think people are ever going to be able to do exactly what they want to do with it. Like, you'll be able to put on a one-man concert, but even when there's lots of instruments, if you want to do some cool like stage show with latency and
yeah, I'm interested to see, because I haven't tried.
Aren't you not allowed to make macros with this?
No, yeah,
you can't make macros. Well, you can't make in-game macros. I'm sure you can macro your keyboard.
You can macro keyboard. Yeah,
I've seen videos of people making keyboard macros for it, but you can't macro it in-game. No.
So doing a performance is going to be incredibly hard
unless you use a keyboard macro. Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, it's like you'd have.
If there's a band, if that's what you're saying, yeah, that would be.
But if they can pull it off, that'd be amazing. Once they add in like piano and saxophone.
Yeah,
and I'm sure somebody will
eventually. I mean, they said that we're going to change how packets work with 4.2. Well, like how yeah,
but they're never going to be able to just.
I mean, let's just say with people that want to do performances, though, like big band stuff, they will find a way to sync it up, because all they need to do is start at the same time. And unless the servers are so unstable that they experience massive packet loss, then it shouldn't be too hard to get it to work. I mean, we'll see with 4.2. So far, I haven't seen anyone trying to play like in a band in 14, but yeah. So if you don't want to get air raped, don't go to Limsa. Don't go to. I'm gonna guess that Ul'dah is. Do you think Ul'dah? I don't really know if Ul'dah is.
No one goes in Ul'dah.
No, except for Balmung, I guess.
The only time I go to Ul'dah, I mean, maybe the quicksand and stuff, but I don't ever go any. I just go from the teleport crystal to my grand company and then leave.
Yeah, that's mostly what I AFK there a lot though, but not anymore because that is unbearable. So yeah, that's a perform out of the way. Just quickly wanted to mention, I just remembered when I said Balmung, Gilgamesh is open now. They opened Gilgamesh, yeah.
Wow.
So
after all those petitions, well done.
Yeah, finally they listened. So hopefully that helps Gilgamesh not fall apart. I've heard people say that there's like an influx of new players, so it's a bit overwhelming for the Gilga people. But hey, you asked for it, so now you have to deal with all the noobs.
Rest in peace, being the raid server.
Yeah. When are they going to open Balmung? Wink, wink.
Never.
Okay, Rival Wings came with this patch. The biggest feature they've added in this patch, or some would say perform is the biggest feature.
Yeah, well, they're wrong.
No one would say that.
So Rival Wings was added. It was highly anticipated, and the community has been generally very positive, except, as you can tell by the face here, oh, is it mirrored? No, it isn't. This person will, don't worry, you'll get your chance to vent. So I'm just gonna say I love this mode. It feels like they've actually put the effort in to make it not just frontline with some fluff on it. Like it has and we'll discuss it later, but they have like a new HUD, new music, which I didn't expect. I thought they were just going to use the generic PvP music, and it's not just League of Legends either. It has enough of its own identity to not just be. We'll get to all of this. Let's start with the game mode itself. Rival Wings. The map we got is called
Astrologos.
Astrologos.
Which, I want to say right off the get-go, I was super impressed to see that we got to see the opposite side of Idleshire. I was not expecting it to be a different zone. I thought it was just going to take place in the hinterlands.
Oh,
yeah, that was a good move by them.
And it's an actual, which I guess I should have expected because they haven't done any, like they haven't used an existing zone for a PvP map yet anyways.
No.
So I was really excited because I got in and I was like, it is a different place. And then I looked up behind you and you can see Idleshire, but you see it from the back and off the front. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. And I love seeing any parts of the game world that we haven't seen yet in existing areas. So I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. So when talking about, we can just discuss the map then, because that's one of the things that wowed me. Because if you, just even the platform you start on, have you seen the texture on that emblem? Your team emblem on the ground is amazing. That's rare in this game that we get high res textures, but that was pretty damn high res. I liked I just like I like everything about I liked the look of the hinterlands. So this to me was, I liked the Charlian architecture in general.
And if you ask me, it's a nicer version of that, Garly, because it doesn't seem as busted up, you know?
Yeah. So. Oh, and the pillars take visual damage. I was right. And it was glorious.
It was pretty glorious.
Yeah, and when you actually destroy the crystal, that's where it sort of looks like League of Legends and Dota, because there's like a cutscene where it explodes. So let's get more into I'm trying to dance around the worst part here. So the mechanics of the fight, the mode, you have to protect towers, but also capture the core in the middle.
Yeah.
The core gives you ceruleum continuously. Does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slow trickle of ceruleum, yeah.
If you aren't capturing it, you can pick them up underneath it, 10 a pop. It's not that bad to not have it. It's not the end of the game.
I know. That's something we should probably get into.
The benefit of that really is so if you pick up 10 ceruleum from underneath, that only goes towards you.
That's true. Yeah.
The trickle would go to every single person. So
it obviously is massively important to have the middle bit, but it's not what most of the people make out. We didn't get right. First minute, we didn't get it. We've lost.
It's not detrimental.
No,
at
just
all.
Calm down, guys.
Yeah.
I win most times when people are like that. It's fine.
Yeah. And of course, there's the towers. So it's very similar to Dota and League of Legends in that sense, because you have to destroy the opponent's tower, both of them, to get to the core. Destroy the core, you win.
Interesting that you have to do both lanes. In most MOBAs, you can just push one lane and get to core.
Yes.
So that's interesting.
And it makes it so that once one tower is down, you haven't actually lost. There's still hope when one of your towers goes down. Whereas in a classic MOBA, that would usually mean that you're about to get fucked. How do you feel about how people play this mode?
Right.
I'm opening the can of worms.
I think the issue with this mode is partly down to the number of players in it. It's too many for this kind of game. A MOBA has 5 players on each side, and that works. They're having is it 20 or 24? It's 20.
20
six parties of 4, right?
math.
That's
24.
a lot of
20.
yes, 24 people. It's a Zerg. First, it's Zerg to the center and try and get the ceruleum generator. Fine. Okay, I don't like it, but fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's either Zerg top or Zerg bottom. There's no split, and it's kind of like a rush to see who can just get the tower down first.
Yeah.
But I've found that in a good team, when you need to go somewhere, people will go there.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of things like that. So it's not too bad. But when you get idiots,
Yeah.
you can't do much.
Yeah. I've had a few parties where all they do is middle, and all they do is stand in the middle and keep the middle. Then what the fuck is the point? They're gonna destroy your towers and we're gonna be dead because no one's doing the fucking mechs. You can't just stand in the middle. Okay. So,
Yeah.
oof.
I went in and found two white mages standing in the middle, almost AFK. Enemy ones though, so it was alright.
Oh yeah, well, nice. Yeah, that's like the biggest problem I feel, because I understand the importance of the middle, but there are two lanes that you need to push or protect. And so many times I've had people just focusing on mid and the towers just go down, and we're like, okay, and they're like, you didn't go mid at the end. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And they had 3 oppressors walking over there, and we did nothing about it.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. If you're not gonna PvP, at least push the creeps.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm getting real Sires of a Realm right now. It's real Sires of Hydaelyn, real Sires of Bahamut. I'm just
Yeah.
okay. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
The concept of it is fantastic. Personally, I don't think it should be parties of 4. I think it should be parties of 8. It should be 3 parties of 8. Personally, I think that would be far better.
That splits it better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Have one go mid, have one go north, one go south.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because with 4 people, how after 4 years do people not understand the concept of stick with your fucking party?
Yeah.
Like, you take 2 steps out and everybody's like, everybody goes in different directions.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I've seen, like, there are some that immediately take control and they're like, you go there, you go there, we'll take.
And nobody follows the. And nobody listens.
Yeah. No one listens.
And I'm like, okay, I'll go with my assigned group, and I'm.
You don't pay my sub.
Yeah, you don't pay my sub. I'm gonna pick up some ceruleum in the middle. Fuck you.
Yeah. Hey, we're at 100. Why are you picking it up?
Yeah.
We're literally full. Somebody go back and get a mech, please.
Yeah. It's sad.
No, it's for me, it's so. I've never loved and hated something in this game so much. Because the average game I play, I want to die.
Yeah.
And I don't want to queue up again, but I will queue up again.
I mean, you've clearly had. I've had a lot of good parties. You've clearly had a lot of bad parties. I guess it's just luck that you're like,
or NA probably.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I've had some shit parties too, but
and I've had parties that are the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's just like we're 5 minutes in and all the towers we're winning.
Yeah. No, we literally won in 4 minutes.
Oh, nice.
And my whole party was all bards, and none of us died because the healers were actually cross healing. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll die. When I die, I'll go Astrologian. And then I just never died, so I didn't have to.
Nice.
And it was like a 4-minute match. It was great.
Yeah. Do you think it might just be growing pains though? Because this is for people that haven't, because you have to remember 14 has players that have never played. First of all, this is their first MMO, so they probably never played a MOBA before. And all they have of experience is Frontline, and maybe they've done the Feast, and this is completely different. This the concept of pushing lanes, for instance, that's probably completely alien to them. So maybe I'm assuming this is just gonna get better over time. And as soon as that happens, this could potentially be the best PvP thing they've ever added to this game so far.
Mm-hmm. It is probably the best PvP mode as in terms of design. Mm-hmm. But I also think that PvP in this game is such a such a slippery slope where most people don't care about PvP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the general audience of this game just doesn't give a shit.
Well, isn't that because PvP has been so bad?
Sure, you could argue that, but also a lot of the times PvP is made bad by the audience playing it. Like I've seen games with pretty bad multiplayer come out with pretty good multiplayer because the people are actually having fun and invested in doing fun things with it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's a mixture of both. I do think you're right. I mean, there hasn't been anything super interesting with PvP so far.
Mm-hmm.
But the average audience, from what it seems like, they don't really care about PvP, but you actually have to care in order to play this game mode.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't just, it's not Shatter. You can't just go in and do whatever.
No, that's
and then
true.
you may win, you may not. Like that's just not how this is going to work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super torn on it because I'm glad that they did what they did. And I think that it's a fun and interesting thing. But hopefully over time, the people who don't want to be there will stop going there.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm saying. Because there's too many people who don't want to be there or they just don't care. They're just doing it for the free.
But that's weird because, first of all, Rival Wings takes way longer to finish than Shatter or like Frontline in general.
Well, depending.
Yeah, but if you're not doing anything, like if both teams aren't doing anything, it's just down to the creeps. Then it's going to be a long run. I don't. Do you think this is going to be very bot friendly? Like,
I mean, they'll figure out a way.
I'm interested to see how that's gonna work, because I can't imagine how you would program them to do that. Like, do the mech? Because the only way you can win is using mechs, right?
I mean, bots don't care if they win.
Well, that's true. That is true. But I mean, it takes long. So I'm just thinking, like, because it takes longer, maybe they're not. It's not worth it. So maybe this is like a bot-free haven of PvP.
I mean, I would never go that far. I mean, I wouldn't say that this game has conditioned us to go, maybe there's no bots and then there won't be any bots. Like there's always bots.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right.
And it's whatever. It's fine. I agree. I don't think we'll see as many.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. But
yeah, the mode lasts the full. Yeah, that's true, because the reason why it takes so long is because the core has to be destroyed or the time has to run out. Like I've more often had the time run out than the core being destroyed because.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Mine's been the total opposite.
Oh really? Oh my! I've had a lot of like time running out.
All of my games have been us destroying the core in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, or our core getting destroyed in 5 or 6 minutes.
Really? All of us have been really tight games, like back and forth until we either win or lose.
Yeah, yeah.
But usually the core does go, but in like the 19th minute.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, that has not been the case for me at all.
They're quite fun games when they last that long.
Yeah,
and you think you're going to lose and then you actually win.
Yeah,
it's quite satisfying.
That's the best part about this game mode for me, because it can turn so quickly, which with Frontline, if you're starting to lag behind, it's already over. Like that's right. My main issue with Frontline is because like if you fuck up once and you're like 100 points behind, usually you've lost.
That I agree 100% with that. I've had some super close games where our core is at like 20.
Yeah.
And we haven't even destroyed one of their towers, and yet we still somehow pull out the win.
Yeah.
That is a great feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Good job. Good job, devs.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see. Well, obviously we're going to see more of this, and maybe this finally, because the 14 devs have always, Square Enix have always wanted to have like some sort of esport thing tied to 14. They were desperately trying to do that.
It's not
with
going to
happen.
They're going to try. I'm pretty sure they're going to try with this mode.
The Feast would be better than this as an esports thing. So
yeah. I guess that's true.
Because this is oversaturated already.
Yeah.
Game like this are just...
Can you imagine people tuning in to watch Rival Wings instead of Dota?
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen.
Have either of you gone in and found your ping to suddenly shoot up quite significantly?
In Rival Wings?
Yeah, or is it just me?
No, I haven't
I find
noticed
it
any.
quite horrible at times.
Oh yes, you're right.
And like when the stupid mega beam's there and you're outside the AoE and then you still die.
I don't even think that's a ping problem. I think that's just
intentional because your HP bar goes gray before you actually die. So you get hit, your HP bar goes gray, but it still shows that you're of health, but it goes gray, and then the animation finishes and it just drops to 0. It just means you're dead. I don't know if that's... I've noticed that.
Yeah, I don't think that because I've thought the same thing, but I don't think it's a ping thing. I think it's just the snapshotting is super fast and early.
It is quick, but when you're definitely out of it, you should be definitely out of it.
It is
whatever.
Yeah, I have noticed lag. I've noticed like rubber banding a lot, but I guess that's just because it was patch day, so people were just...
I didn't get any of that.
Huh.
Maybe it's a EU service. I don't know.
Maybe. Could be.
With the rubber banding, it might be, yeah. But yeah, because... Yeah, Mega Beam specifically is...
It's a bit weird.
And that's why I feel like it's intentional, is because it's really only Mega Beam, for me anyways.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all the other ones generally seem to be fine, but Mega Beam, you run in and then out, and then it disappears and you die.
Yeah.
Right. It reminds me a lot of the caster limit breaks, or adrenalines.
Yeah.
Where you step out of it 3 seconds before it goes off and you still get the...
True. Yeah.
So I almost think it's intentional.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of Titan when I first played.
Oh, yeah. God. Okay. Anything? Oh, yeah, the music. What do you think about the
funky,
music?
Isn't it? Ooh,
yeah.
I want an orchestrion roll of that.
Yeah, and it has like this 8-bit vibe going on in the background. Like, it's very
good.
Cool.
It's very gobby.
Yeah. Yes. I like it. And of course, there's a battle. There's not just a constant theme. It changes if you go into battle. Yeah, I feel like overall this is content they put some time and effort into. So
and getting into the mechs and hearing their songs.
Oh yeah, that too is pretty cool. Yeah.
I've never been in a mech yet.
You haven't?
You haven't.
Oh,
I feel like I don't want to go in and just mess it all up for them. But then I see the skill of all the other players.
Dude, I'll tell you, if you get in a mech and you die immediately, well, there's a small chance it's your fault, but it's also your team's fault for not protecting you.
Yeah.
You're an oppressor. You move like 1 mile an hour.
Yeah, that's
to get somewhere, and you're like, oh, I could just win the game for us right now if you guys stood anywhere near me.
Yeah.
But, you know,
does it play the Alexander themes then?
Oh, it plays all of their individual themes.
Now I need to get it.
It's so epic to go into them. I didn't go into them for like the first 5 rounds because I was like, I'm not gonna fuck it up for them.
Yeah, there is already an orchestrion roll for it.
Is it?
Yeah, you just go buy it with wolf marks in the feast.
Oh, fantastic. Really? There we go.
I have so many wolf marks. Okay, I'm buying it.
That's the materia provisioner.
Nice.
I don't know why they sell stuff. That's a whole separate thing where for some reason all the items come out of the materia provisioner now.
What? Yeah. Oh, because no one...
Because there's no materia. They just didn't change the guy's name.
So sad.
It's really sad.
Oh boy. Remember when that was a thing? Like, this is a quick side note, but do you remember when PvP came out and they had all this materia, they had morale? Like, that was just stuff they added because they didn't know
what they were doing.
I remember those. I was like, there's a lot of, and the material was like deep, almost brown. It was like orange brownish.
It was gross.
As bad as the material was in terms of usefulness, the color. Really liked the color.
The color was.
I thought it was gross.
I loved it. It was like amber.
Yeah, it was amber. That was the color.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, but it was. Yeah, that was like what? Didn't they have like weird stats like? Piercing resistance and all of those stats that we no longer use. Did they like try to make those stats useful? That's what they did, but it wasn't useful.
They tried, yeah. They gave it an honest attempt.
Morale, though, no one really knew what the fuck morale did. I don't think they even knew what morale was at the end. At the end, they made changes to it at the end where the morale just added your item level up if your item level was below.
Yeah, but they said it did that, but it didn't.
It didn't actually do it.
It didn't do that because it was like the minimum item level requirement was so low that it was like impossible to be in gear under that level. So it was completely pointless.
Yeah.
Morale didn't boost your stats. It was supposed to equivalently boost your item level, which I guess therefore does boost your stats a little bit, but not past a cap, which when a cap is set so low, like you would have to have been like a fresh 50, not done your job quests to get your I-90 armor.
Yeah.
And then morale might be useful, I guess, like having 2 points of morale or some shit. Like,
but was that the initial
no, I don't,
function of morale? Because I don't think anyone really knew what that was.
Well, that was supposed to just be in general stat boost, and like
okay.
I think it was supposed to basically, I'd say the closest comparison would probably be something like tenacity.
Oh right, yeah.
Damage boost, damage taken reduction, healing done. Just in general, but it was discontinued so fast that it didn't matter. Like they took back morale very, very, very fast.
Yeah. They still added PvP gear with morale, though, for a long time. And that's, I guess, why they changed it to the item level boost thing and then removed it. RIP! Yeah, no, I don't think that's a big loss.
No, it's definitely not.
It is weird, though, that we still get PvP gear. Is that not weird?
Well,
it's all cosmetic now.
It's all cosmetic now, yeah.
And it's really nice.
Yeah, they are, I guess. I guess it's for a reason to get wolf marks, just for the glamour. Yeah. The theming is good on those. It's usually like just animals, isn't it? It's just Do they still do that animal theme thing? Because that's why I don't like it, because white mage is always like swan, and you get like a
unicorn.
Yeah, unicorn, swan.
Yeah, the newest set was like Asian style, like monkeys.
Yeah. Oh my god, really?
Yeah, Caster one's really nice though.
Yeah, that's the one you're wearing now. Like yeah, that looks nice.
And the mask thing on this. If you use the visor, it goes on the side of your head. Looks really cool.
Yeah. Okay. So the future of the let's go back just quickly, wrap up Rival Wings. Do you see? Actually, we all know that this is going to be. We're going to get a lot more of this. Hopefully, we'll get a roulette soon when we get the second one.
Yeah, where else could they theme it?
Bring back Slaughter.
Yeah, do you think it'll always be Gobby or Goblin themed?
They could do so much. They could do. Well, actually, no, I don't know what else they could do.
Because Frontline has been.
I mean, you could easily do a Garlean theme of that same.
Garlean would work. Yeah, Guardian would work.
Yeah.
Do you think you could? I'd quite like a Khan theme. Been ages since we had a Egyptian sort of
like golems
thing.
And stuff.
Yeah,
that would be cool. Yeah, when you think about it that way, they can. Yeah, they can theme it with pretty much anything. And if you look at Frontlines, it started as like an Allegan themed thing, but with Shatter, they just they still have the things you have to capture. My God, Shatter is a mess, isn't it?
It's the worst thing ever.
They still have like you have to capture the thing on your home base, but God, it's so fucked up. Anyways, we don't have to think about that ever again, because all you have to do now is Rival Wings. Just do Rival Wings forever.
No, I still need to do Shatter so I can get that stupid ADS. So.
Oh, that's true. Ooh. Oh, by the way,
not got either of them.
If you have them, they've changed the achievement thing for the Makai or the what's the thing? The
Garo.
The Garo event. So if you have the title if you have a title from that dude that gives the gear, it now applies to Rival Wings. So
really,
yes.
Fantastic! I'll put that back on.
So put that back on so you can get your Iron Horses.
It's impossible to win as Immortal Flames in Shatter, but
I thankfully got that out of the way a long time ago. I got Makai Master and I regret it.
I have. Which one is that?
That's for getting every single gear set.
Jesus.
Oh, you get one for that as well?
Yeah.
Shit. But I almost have all of them. I need to...
The event stopped.
Oh, you should finish it off.
Yeah, I've capped my wolf marks, so I should probably buy some more then. I also have the silver horse. So the gold horse, is that the one you get for?
So one of them is the feast.
Yeah, but that's now also Rival Wings. Both of the achievement things are now Rival Wings.
If it's all Rival Wings, then...
there's 3. Okay.
There's 3 achievements. There's
never getting that third one.
There's one for Frontlines. There's one for the feast, and then there's one for wins in both.
Gold is 30 feast. Silver is 10. Oh, okay.
10 front lines, and then I think the one with the feathers is like 50
overall, isn't it?
Something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Similar.
Okay.
60.
Black Cyclop Horse is combined total of 60 of any. So that's the one that's been added to Rival Wings.
Yeah.
So make sure you turn that back on. Okay, in other sad news, Adventure Squadrons got patched with 4.15. It is the end of Engage spam, ladies and gentlemen. It is over. Adventure Squadron is useless again.
Back to Palace of the Dead.
Yeah!
And it was before they added any good dungeons.
Yeah.
Because you don't even know how much I was looking forward to. I'm like, this is going to be the best way to do relics. Like do light farming. Oh, that's brilliant. You'll be able to do that so fast. But I'm not doing Wanderer's Path. I'm not doing. Yeah, we're just not going to do those dungeons. I'm going to wait. They go ahead and ruin it on me, dude.
Yeah, they did. It was so. How do? I mean, it was obviously a bug. So we knew this was coming. This was not working as intended. But do you think maybe it was wrong of them to do it now? Because it feels like they waited for too long.
They had so much time, yeah.
At this point, it was like normal. This was, to us, working as intentional, as intended. But no, they just changed it now. I don't think I'm going to use Adventure Squadrons again in a while, and at least not until they add new dungeons. I don't, because I can't do Wanderer's Palace with Squadrons.
I agree.
That Tomberry Stalker at the beginning, it is
the most frustrating thing in existence.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't play.
How could they fuck up that?
Don't know.
It's the first level 50 dungeon this game ever got, and that was like a mechanic everyone knew about, and they must have known that the AI was going to target those two, whatever they are, that attacks that one Tomberry. Why? They could have made...
It's in the first 30 seconds of the dungeon.
Yes.
There's no excuse for that.
And then,
I know we're ranting about something completely different.
Yeah, but hey, let us... It's our podcast. We can rant about whatever we want. Yeah. Also, of course, the last boss... The last boss of Wanderer's Palace. I mean, you're a tank, yeah, so you probably haven't had this much.
Yeah, but I don't do it as.
Oh, you don't do it as a tank, so no. Okay, then you've probably also felt.
Oh yeah.
That mess where the tank tries to pull like the big Tomberries, like at that phase when the big Tomberries appear. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that like one shot you.
Yeah. The ones you don't attack, but let's pull those in too. Get it cozy. Get everyone in. Yeah, and then of course not holding aggro on the king himself. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Because let's use ultimatum and then walk away.
Yes.
Because that's how provoke works.
Yes.
Right? That's exactly how provokes worked in this game since day one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have one extra aggro. It's fine. We're good.
Oh,
I do that in raids all the time. I'm like, hey, X death. Oh yeah, I'll just provoke you. I'm not even touch you though.
It's a very strong one aggro, you know.
Yeah. Oh, it's very strong. Yeah. Everybody use diversion or you're kicked. So stupid.
Can everyone please stop DPS? I'm just going to pull the big Tomberries. Please wait.
Yeah.
So yeah. Get some new dungeons, then maybe I'll get over this patch. Okay, so in other news, Final Fantasy XIV 1, I forgot to add this to the actual show notes. I'm literally reading off
I've never heard this. I don't know, yeah.
So, I just needed to, I mean, it happened just recently. It just happened like yesterday. Final Fantasy XIV 1 Game Debates Best Expansion Award 2017.
I'm assuming that's Heavensward, right?
No, that is Stormblood. Yes.
Question, what's Game Debate?
Right. I knew you were going to ask that. Game Debate, I don't know.
Such a meaningful award.
Apparently, it's a big thing.
Where?
I don't know. It was big enough for Square Enix to retweet, like, not even retweet, to make a tweet about it. It was also posted on Reddit, I think. It is I guess, somewhat prestigious award, though I have to say that there wasn't much competition in that genre. I think the other competitors were Forza.
Ooh.
There were no MMOs present as nominees. There were 3 other entirely different games. Are you looking at the
Yeah, I am.
I could tell by the because I know what the layout of the website looks like. I could see that it got like darker when you it has a dark layout, everyone. Yeah, so they won there. They won by 56%, I think, of the vote.
Oh, so it was pretty close.
It was not very, very close. So congratulations to Square Enix and Final Fantasy XIV, I guess, for winning that. Yeah, I mean, it's an award.
I don't even care about this anymore.
I don't care either.
No, because I just looked and their top 4 publishers are Nintendo, fair, Bethesda, which pissed every single person off in existence in 2017, Sega, who makes 2 games ever, and fucking Ubisoft.
Oh,
those are the best 4.
Oh. Incredible.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, but it is still, I mean, I'm guessing they have a sizable, like, they must be big because Square Enix decided to actually tweet this. We shouldn't shit on the award because, I mean,
and there is something that people should be aware, because a lot of people are saying what expansions came out at that year. It's actually best DLC / expansion.
Yeah.
So it competed with just DLCs. Like, I guess second place was Horizon Zero Dawn expansion pack or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like only competing with MMO expansions.
Yeah.
So if that adds any,
that does add something.
That does add something, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, congratulations, I guess. And then lastly, Dragonquest. The Dragonquest event, which we talked about like just a few episodes ago when we talked about the Final Fantasy XI event returning. And everyone was like, that's the one thing that we need to return is the Dragonquest one. And it's coming. Everyone can get the slime.
Finally get the slime crown.
Yeah, that was what?
It's been so long. I actually don't know if I have everything from it.
Even better.
So
I actually might
either. like I've ignored the last repeat events because I know I have everything, and I don't even think you can do them again if you've already done it.
No,
like I don't think I could. I couldn't do the Eorzea one again.
But I believe the Dragon Quest one was that you had to do some fates, because this was early around Reborn, so everything was fate based. So you would get like totems, I think, that you exchanged.
Yeah, I think I have little, what's his name, Brickman?
Yeah, that's from.
And there's another one.
Oh,
right?
I forgot. I love the design of those. And the fates involve those big brickmen.
And then you got a little one for something.
Yeah, and then you get the slime crown, the blue slime.
I think I have that.
And then you get the helmet, the yellow,
the ogre helmet. Yeah.
I think
so. I mean, hey, if anybody missed any of those items, which this one makes a lot more sense to revisit, because like the Final Fantasy XI ones were not long ago, all things considered. Yeah, this was like what, 2.1, 2.2.
Yeah, this was one of the first crossover events. Yeah, I think it was after Lightning Returns.
It is called Thug Mug. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, there you go, Thug Mug. So
yeah, I actually, this is one of those events that I might have to go be like, hey, did I?
Yeah. I really like the design of those brick golems. I just remember that so clearly, like just those things. I don't know why. I've never played Dragon Quest, by the way. I've never touched it.
I had about 40 minutes of one.
Nice.
When I was like 10 or something. I don't know.
It seems like an interesting. It seems maybe too Japanese for me. Maybe I don't know. It's just I've never had any interest in Dragon Quest, but I have to say
Well,
the
I
Slime
think
Crown
there's
is
a
good.
new one coming out, which is why we're having this collab again. So get on it, Lukey.
Yeah. I should probably play that. Is it even out in the West? Is it, or is it just
Most of them are.
Oh, they are.
Usually.
Because Dragon Quest is Enix, right? That's like the Enix part of the company.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Square was Final Fantasy.
I thought it was
Enix
Square
was
for some reason.
no. Yeah, I think that's where that comes from.
I think the proper ones are quite decent. They're just typical JRPGs.
Yeah.
It's like it's like playing an old Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah, Dragon Quest is better than Final Fantasy. Excuse me.
Some people do believe that.
Well, you're a heathen. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, but.
Dragon Quest X has never been released in the West. It's a JP only MMO. There you go.
Yeah, there was that MMO one.
Yeah.
It wouldn't do well in the West, anyways.
No, probably not. Because in the West, Dragon Quest doesn't have that much weight to its name as, for instance, Final Fantasy has.
Yeah. Well, it does. It does.
It
but
does.
I mean,
not in the same
not to the
way.
same level, no.
Final Fantasy, I would burn me at the stake if I'm wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy is like for the commoner the commoner people that like in the West would recognize Final Fantasy over Dragon Quest.
Without a doubt.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Would you want to see a Lord or a Minion Orchestrion role? Does that?
That's. People were talking about that last week too.
Yeah. Does it exist?
I mean, yeah, I would. I love Lords of Dominion.
Why? Why? I can't even remember the music of Lord of Verminion. But
I remember it was good.
Yeah, it was great. It was the only good thing about it.
Is there really no orchestrion role?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I couldn't tell you, mate. I could not tell you. There's loads of orchestrion roles in the Golden Saucer.
I'm surprised that they didn't put that as an orchestrion role.
I don't know.
This is the part of the show where I Google things for a little while.
What would your what is your thoughts on what would your thoughts on Blitzball being in 14 and it becoming the esport?
Fine if they can.
No, that's not gonna happen. A gold saucer attraction becomes an esport.
I mean, Chocobo racing was close.
Yeah, it was real close. That was. Whew.
If only they'd done the packet thing then, could have made that actually work.
Yeah.
You guys can't complain about us being sires of Hydaelyn and then ask us questions like that. We're gonna sigh, okay?
Oh, how are you gonna celebrate hitting 1K followers on Twitch? Yeah, we did that. That happened.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. We don't know that. I haven't even thought about celebrating that. We haven't celebrated anything really.
20.
We don't celebrate.
No. We hit 1 million views and we're like, sweet.
Yeah, we were like, oh, we hit 1 million views. Hey. Nah, we don't have anything. Maybe one day we'll celebrate something. Maybe just a random number. When we hit 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4 is a good number.
That's a good number.
Okay.
When we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll.
Lords of Dominion stream, yeah.
Yes.
24 hours, Lords of Dominion stream.
And Chocobo races.
Just gold saucer,
But
24
Gold
hours.
Saucer.
But you guys are coming
12
to
hours.
Cactuar. You guys are coming to Cactuar and you have to race my rank 9.
Oh, yeah, because you. No, that's.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see when we hit 1, 2, 3, 4 on Twitch. And of course 69, but that's I mean, that's a while. It's gonna take a while to get there, but when we get that, we're gonna do actual so there's no orchestrion role.
I was gonna say it, but then I was like, is he gonna say? Oh no, he's not. You just threw me for a loop there, dude.
How are the 20,000 promises you made for Christmas coming along, Luke Heel?
Hopefully well.
I mean, there's a reason there's no Remnants of a Realm this week, because I've done too much. I've promised too much. I think I promised it in the post show though, so I'm not going to bring it up in the actual podcast where actual people watch. I don't want to repeat that. 1337 is a good one too.
Yeah.
Nah, that's too generic.
Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, it's not
It's a
random
bit close
enough.
to 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a small giveaway. Don't know what would.
Yeah,
we could, I guess.
Well, it depends what's on the new Mog Station maintenance, guys.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
Well, we could give away a carbuncle mount if that happens.
Yeah, to me, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can enter, but unfortunately,
you can enter.
You can't win.
You can enter for the fun of it, but you can't actually win.
Yeah, if you come up, we'll just reroll.
Once you get to the 6969, you have to do a roleplay stream in Balmung.
Well, Balmung's closed, so we can't do that. Sorry.
Only Lukey's got a character.
I have a character there. I did the worst.
Play by yourself
with tablecloth.
I can wipe. Okay. Well, will you make more horror episodes?
Yeah, that went well.
That went well last time, so I think it'll be a while.
Open old wounds.
Yeah, there will be more story, not necessarily spoopy, but it might get spoopy at a later point when we get closer to the end of Secrets. Yeah, you're still talking about the Halloween thing. I was joking when I said that we're never going to do that again. It's just that I'm not doing that on Remnants, I'm doing that on Secrets. But right now it just doesn't fit. I can't just add a scary episode when it doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you've seen Secrets of a Realm, the dungeons are still going to be creepy because they are creepy in nature. So that's never going to change. So plans for Christmas stream?
Well, we could do something. We'd probably have to do it a bit early, though, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Unless you want us to do an actual Christmas Day stream.
Yeah, just have Christmas dinner with the viewers.
Oh my god, that would be the saddest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So, enjoying your turkey, Lukiel?
And it wouldn't even be Christmas for me, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Lukiel celebrates it on the 24th.
Yeah.
I'd do it on the 25th.
Oh. And
Yaz would probably still be on like Tuesday.
Yeah. We're a week before you guys, right?
Oh, that would be weird.
Actually, July, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah. I do Christmas. That's sweet. You'd want to eat Christmas dinner with us.
Until you were eating Christmas dinner with, and then you wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Until you got gravy on your keyboard.
It's not the post show.
This is not the post show.
This is like a teaser of the post show for people who have never gone into it, but they watch on YouTube and think, do you know what? I'll watch live next week so I can catch the post show.
Yeah. Is Pedro getting bigger on the graphic picture for the YouTube thumbnail? Yes.
No.
Your new Halloween special, Speakers of Zodiark, your alter egos. Huh?
Oh, that would be so much fun.
That would be pretty cool. We did a Speakers of Azeroth. Like, that was April 1st.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
did
April.
I tell you I had a dream about that?
Yeah, you did.
I actually dreamt we were doing a real episode and it was so real. Oh,
how the fuck? That's absurd. If you didn't see that April Fool's thing, I can't remember there's no way I remember that episode number.
God, it was like 30 something, maybe 40
my God.
something.
Can you believe we're at episode 70, by the way?
Nope.
I remember when we reach episode 69, that's going to be ages. And now we're at episode 70. Like, what the fuck? What was the best Christmas event? I liked...
Was there one?
Was there ever one? I remember the one with the gifts. Like, every day you could pick up some gifts.
Yeah, that one was quite nice.
Yeah.
I skipped
and it had a different cutscene for each different character.
So you didn't...
Yeah.
So you didn't... Oh yeah, that one.
No, I did it.
Oh.
You didn't have a Christmas Picer?
Yeah, that was the best.
Skip everything. I was just like having none of it.
But I'm thinking about one of the earliest ones, like God, has to be a Realm Reborn.
The one where you put Christmas trees outside of your house.
Yes.
And you had to go around and collect, go to other people's Christmas trees and drop off gifts. That was
that was the one. That's where you got.
That was a nice way to show off your wealth.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and you would get like the snowman minion, right? Isn't that where you got that one? I can't remember when you got that one. Would you guys ever consider giving an MTV Crib style tour of your FC house?
I mean, there's a lot to see.
There is a lot to see. Is there a lot to see?
We need the mansion first, though.
Yeah.
Once we finally upgrade to
our FC house is a bit of a mess right now. There's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff.
Sometimes I go in and just place things and
Do you?
No.
Oh God, this is like trash everywhere.
No, it's not. It's not trash.
Show off the wealth for the commoners.
That is true. We're actually all very high class.
Yeah.
You should see Lukeel's chair. It just reeks of like, fuck all you bitches.
Hey, I recently upgraded it. I only did it because now I can ground sit on it, because now you can like sit like with like Yoda. I love that. I love that. So that's why I got that one. Okay, Lukeil, let's call it Behind the Fantasy, starring
we need to move on to the post-show.
Buttstone. With that said, thank you guys for watching this episode of Speakers of Hydaelyn. This was episode 70, aired live on November 25th, 2017. Make sure to watch us live every Saturday at 8 p.m. GMT, 12 p.m. PST. Follow us on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, Facebook.com/SpeakersXIV, Twitch.tv/Speakers of Hydaelyn, where the poster will start after this, and YouTube.com/SpeakersXIV. That is all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and may you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Bye.
Or Zodiark.
Perform is the biggest feature. Before I finished that picture,
Oh God.
I made. I took the idea with that picture was I was supposed to take some stuff from that old picture and integrate it into the new picture, and.